Hi, today we're talking about to build a game engine or a 3D model software with C++, and idea comes from one of the, as you can see from the background picture, this is one of the open source patent from Tesla, the motor, actually the thermal system of it. And to implement this page, and I'm trying to continue this project so that when you start the engine, you're gonna see an engine getting assembled together with components. So as everyone has its dream about creating its own game engine, so I've created this folder called vehicle automation, and I just started to test these two libraries from OpenGL. The default one is the Glut one, and then there's also a little bit more advanced one, which is the Glfw, and we're gonna test both of them in the command line and also from Xcode. If you're starting from new, then just click create a new project and choose the Mac OS command line tool, and it's gonna prompt you with a product name, and the most important thing is to choose the language. If you're written in C, then it's C, otherwise it's C++, and give up name and also a organization identifier. I believe usually people just put like .com, but like in reverse order, and then just put if you have an existing one, then just put it there, but then put it in like a reverse order. So I already created one, so let's just use the other one. So for this one, I want to go through some of the settings where I encounter problems, because as you might know that actually Mac has already get rid of PHP and also the OpenGL framework in their pre-installment. Well, not all of them, but definitely there's lots of warnings saying it's being depreciated. And so yeah, let's see how it still can be done. Even though like Mac has another new program, I think it's called Metal, which serves similar purpose. We can try that later on, but for now let's stick with OpenGL, and as I said before, just to put this line, define GL silence depreciation, so that it won't have all these warnings. Well, if I comment this out, like if you put this kind of functions, then it starts to say things like it's depreciated. So let's just put this on the top, and we're gonna include gl.h, glu.h, and glut.h. And also one of the important thing in building this thing is to make sure, like on the build settings, or rather the phrases first, link binary with libraries, make sure you click on the OpenGL framework, of course, and then the Glut framework for the Glut project. And for the Glfw, you also need Kakao, I believe, and then IOKit framework. I also linked the dynamic library for this one. I used brew install. Somehow I don't think it's working right now. Leave in a comment below if you know how this library works on Xcode. But let's just test the ones we had before. And also for the build settings, if you want to change something, you can put this header search paths. I believe if you just put source root in here, and it's going to reflect the current project folder. And it's a little bit similar actually to Django project. They're like in the Xcode project, you're gonna have the same name, like a subfolder inside of a folder which is gonna have the same name underneath, which will be all of our files. And once you added this frameworks, it's gonna show up here inside of your folder, which are like the frameworks we just added. So well, let's start from this one. Hope it works. It's just the code itself is just like a sample code to demonstrate it's gonna work. It has a display and a keyboard thing. Let me try if I comment out this one. Let's see if this works. Glut init. So I click on build, or I believe you can also use the keyboard, shift command and B. And it's gonna show up the error. Yes, it's showing one duplicate symbols for architecture. Yes, this happens because of the main function. I actually had two of them. One is this one, I believe, and the other one is in the Glfw. So I should comment out this one first, and let's just run this one, because this Glut is like the default library in OpenGL. So let's try again. Yay, build succeeded. So I believe this one actually doesn't have any output because it's just initiating and then having a display mode, stuff like that. So let's went back to the folder. Oh, and by the way, there are like this icons, small little ones here. The left one is the directories where you can go back. And yeah, I think mostly you need that one. So this one works. At least it's saying succeeded. And we can do more from the command line later. The other one, so now we comment out this one and try to initiate this one. Because for now, like, my solution about this is to include this header file. Just put it right here with the quotes, so it's gonna search for like the local directories. Yeah, I guess if somehow this Xcode has a linker to that dynamic libraries, then I don't really have to do this. But for now, yeah, let's just use this one and try to test out if this library works. So I'll run the build. Yay, build succeeded. I think this one actually should have a print line. Wow, I can probably print something from the other one too. Yeah, actually, just to show you the other one works too. Let's put this in here. Comment out. Okay, let's try this again, and it's gonna show the Glut lib has been initialized. Alright, here we go again. Build succeeded, and yes, it's supposed to pop up a window, which is here, and it does. I guess, yeah, I use namespace standard, so I don't really have to put standard in here. Okay, the indentation is not working that well. So this is initialized display window, and create one, and then I guess you can change the size of this. Yeah. Yep, so this is like just the beginning, and let's actually exit from here. I believe I can just press pause. Sorry, yeah, I think. No. Yeah, I think this is the performance test. Anyways, let's try to close this one. Quit, I believe. Okay, yeah, so these are like the basic settings for the Xcode. And for the command line, which is much easier, all you need is this one line of code, where I think I put it somewhere. If I can find it. Okay, it's not there. I guess, yeah, I think I've actually put it like in one of my folders. Yes, like I said, because this one has like this one is the Xcode folder, and I actually had both of this inside of like the folder in the upper level. So let's test this one, which is just this one line of command. G++, and then put your test's name, your program's name, C++, and output is a short name of it, and then add framework, Glut framework, OpenGL. So let's run this, and let's just run this executed program. I believe, yes, this is the window. We can optimize this later on, but for now it works. And just exit from here. And for the other library, yeah, which is the Glfw one. There are actually two methods in their documentation, but I think only this one works for me. Oh, by the way, I installed this from brew, so you just type brew install glfw. I already installed it, so I think it's not gonna show up. Yeah, but what you can do in brew is you can try to find out where this library is located. So what you can do is to do like brew info, I believe. So it's gonna show up where is the library where you can find or add from it. There's like one static one and the other one, okay, I can show you from the finder. And then if you just you just do shift command and G, go, and then you get to this folder, which is here. And there's include, which is the static file with the header file glfw3, and there's a dynamic one. Yep, you can add this in your Xcode project. Yeah, so let's run the other command, which is also just one line of command. G++, your program's name, similar to before, output, and then add this library, glfw, add framework, and 3 frameworks, and let's run this. And it works. glfw lib has been initialized. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope our game engine will go smoothly. Even if not, it's a good way of practice C++ code. Alright, see you in another one, and thanks for watching.